One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Breaks into the open. Excellent job walking through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Swings it out to the flat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They'll run it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. He will score! Touchdown, Memphis!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field. field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Arizona Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew what they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Grabbed over the middle. It's Shaw. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon. He's putting this defense on alert early.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And these are the plays that defense is talking about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play a great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quick spin on the line. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. At the 22. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Handoff to the lone back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you...
There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And if he has shown up today ready to wreck this game, he is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. With the catch, it's Shaw. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would do on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good.
Oh, he's got some space. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We have a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And as a defense, you just went, whoa. He just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage. An opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
A strike downfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Off play action. Right down the middle. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got his man. That midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. To the air, it's Chambers. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fires to the right. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Tigers will snap it on first and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words to describe defensive linemen.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Pressure coming. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Oh, they're after him! And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner goes down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle at Soto. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the middle. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Dyer. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. The run to the left. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Picks up the 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Arizona. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Finds his man, it's Whitaker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this.
As the underdog, as this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Curry. Got his man. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Going to the run to start this second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Punt is on its way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's on target and complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground and try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grab behind the line. It's Webb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Chambers. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The quick out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down and back.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
All right, well, they've been trying to run the football to get it in here. You're right on the doorstep. I like maybe setting up a jumbo formation, maybe going play action, see if you can sneak a guy out into the flat for the score.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's off. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guy.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
The Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Facing a third 26. To the air. It's Chambers. Snagged out of the air. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting right on the money.
Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This this shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Finds space on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. And the Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Memphis. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Pulled and finds his man on the left.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
To the air, it's Dyer. Pulls it in, it's Stoneburner. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Gonna let it fly. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
One final play before the end of the quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
On third down, offenses have their... It's incumbent...
There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Here's the pressure. Punch it out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They're going to go for it on fourth down, and remember from this spot, he's got it, first down and more. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Well, you don't see that very often. A quarterback sneak that gets thrown in reverse.
That is very good. So bad. Bad execution. Everybody knows it's coming, and you still run that play and run it that badly. Find another play, please.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this first down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on fourth down. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be third down. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Wide open downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Arizona right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play, and he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're dealing with a second and long.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Chambers. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Here we go.
They'll run for it on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll give it to him again. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Run it with the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run on the doorstep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Here's a heat. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed